Okay, hello. Could you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Marita, and I am a senior at Valhalla who's going to UC Riverside in the fall.
All right, thank you. So, can you please explain what you did to find the college that was right for you?
Well, I at first just applied to like a couple of colleges, and then when I finally got like my letters back, like acceptance and rejection letters, I looked into the school and like I thought UC Riverside was a good match for me because it had like a medical school, and I'm planning to go into the medical field and become a doctor one day. And I thought like that school had like a good rating, so it could help me get into other good graduate schools when I graduate from there.
Okay, thank you. So, can you please describe how the application process went?
Well, it was at first complicated because like for different schools, like it depends on the school you apply to. Like for UC schools, there's like a different application process you have to go through, and for like California state schools, there's a different application process you have to do. And like I had to do like basically I did two applications, I but like it like applied to like other schools too, like in that system. And it was like one application for state schools was like manual, and the other one was like more more um, organized. So like I kind of had to ask my counselors for questions and other people who were also applying to the same schools, and that's how like I went through the process.
Okay, thank you. And do you have any advice for me when I become a senior?
Apply to all the schools you want, and like don't doubt yourself thinking you won't get into the school. Like just apply because you'll never know if you get in, and like try to do the FAFSA too because that's important. Like that helps you get money for college, and yeah, like I would just like apply to as many schools as you want to, and like don't like just keep your options open.
Okay, thank you very much. That's it.
You're welcome.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, can you please introduce yourself?
Okay. Um, my name is Joanna Ponce, and I'm currently a Valhalla Senior attending SDSU this fall.
All right, can you please explain what you did to find the college that was right for you?
Okay. I personally chose schools that offered courses for the major I want, like criminal justice. Like I just looked into their reputations for those programs online and ended up choosing 4 schools to apply to. I applied to CSU San Marcos, CS Fullerton, Chico State, and SDSU. I chose 4 since that seemed like a good amount, like considering the application fees also. Um, Before applying in early November, I wanted to apply to at least a couple UC schools, but I realized I didn't look into scholarships when I should have, which would have been like junior year and the summer before senior year, and throughout the majority of my senior year, because I started to look at them way late and realized that um, I wouldn't be able to make the deadlines, and without those scholarships, my family would struggle to afford UC schools, so I ended up not applying to any of them. Um, but I didn't mind really after I figured like I don't really like those extremely high stress level classes, like kind of like Valhalla. I kind of wanted like a little more ease. Um, so if you plan on getting scholarships, I'd highly advise you to start as soon as possible during your junior year because you can put plenty of time into those essays and such without feeling like stressed last minute from the deadlines, since like the application process starts early senior year for colleges, and like the UC schools, just like their entrance essays, like you have to submit those with your application like October and November. um, and anyway, I ended up getting accepted to all 4 CSUs that I applied to, and chose SDSU since it's local and I can save a lot of money on housing for one thing. And I advise you to definitely talk to your parents to make sure that they can afford to help pay for tuition and other costs on whatever schools you apply to, because paying all on your own will end up like in never-ending student loans. So you want to avoid student loans altogether if you can, and just like try to qualify for federal aid and grants and get your scholarships, because student loans are not the best way to pay for college. But anyway, before I had submitted my intent to roll to SDSU, all of the other schools, they accepted me first, so I didn't know that SDSU would be an option for me yet, because SDSU was like 2 weeks later or so than the other ones. So I just had to submit all my test scores and things like that to the 3 other CSUs. And I was kind of bad at checking my emails from those schools and making sure I stayed on top of deadlines to submit like test scores and things, which I recommend you definitely check every day. Like there's going to be a student portal is what it's called, where they'll notify you what you need to send in through mail. And like I think CSU San Marcos revoked my admission when I was late to submit my SAT scores because I just forgot about it. But I sent them and they were late, I think. And I think that once they saw my scores, they ended up giving me back my admission, which usually doesn't happen. But I guess that was just a weird thing that happened. So I was scared though, because SDSU hadn't accepted me yet, so I thought that I was going to CSU San Marcos, but then like they revoked my admission, so that can be really stressful. So make sure you stay on top of your due dates. Do them as the earliest chance you get, I'd recommend, because sometimes stuff gets lost in the mail or just takes forever. It really took a long time for me, so it was like I have to keep checking the portal every day in the last few days, and these things were still not submitted, so that like it's really stressful if you wait till the last minute, so don't procrastinate on that. But once I got accepted into SDSU, I was a lot more careful with reviewing those deadlines it's called a conditional acceptance, meaning like you still have to admit your official SAT scores and your official transcript for up until your like first semester of senior year, and so I made sure to be early on all of those. And then after that, I just like continue to make sure I kept my grades up above a C, and also just maintain my overall GPA.
All right, thank you so much for your time and advice.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I wish you the best
Bye.
of luck in college.
Thank you. You too. Good luck.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.